last week, knowing it's been raining in Albay for almost 45 days. So yung mga islands doon at saka yung mga coastal areas doon do not have means of jobs. So I have to distribute rice. So I was able to buy at 37 pesos, and then you're telling me it's 54? So in short, there is a discrepancy between the retail price and the wholesale price. Wala ba kayong wholesale price monitoring?
Meron din po, sir.
Can you show it? Is it here?
Sa next slide po.
Okay, I'm sorry. So the well-milled is 43. Tama ba?
Regular milled rice po, sir, wholesale price is 43.14 as of December.
Taas pa rin. Nakabili ako kasi December, talagang I was able to buy at 37. This is, to me, a conundrum. I don't know how to explain this. How do you explain this? No, domestic accounts for 78%. Oh, is there any way? I'm opening the floor for anyone to help me explain this
Mr. Chair.
empirical disequilibrium.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congresswoman Castro.
May I intervene? Kasi po yung nire-report ng PSA on a national scale. Tingin ko, Mr. Chair, with due respect, yung mga kadiwa, dahil hindi naman po yan talagang hindi siya permanente. So, ang permanente, Mr. Chair, yung nakikita natin sa palengke, sa mga supermarket. So, yun po yung nire-report. Kung nakakabili tayo ng mga 37, so, that is exceptional, no? Pero, tama ba, PSA? Sinire-report nyo, di ba, on the national scale. So, hindi nyo sinasama yung kadiwa dyan dahil hindi naman ito yung,
Yes,
normal.
ma'am.
Okay. So, yun nga, Mr. Chair. So,
Hindi naman ako sa kadiwa bumili.
okay. So, siguro exceptional yung sa inyo, Mr. Chair. Pero kung lilibutin natin ang mga palengke, supermarket, tingin ko yung nire-report po ng PSA po ay malapit doon sa
Well,
nakikita.
kailangan ko siyang irespeto because under the law, you are
So, yun, Mr.
so
Chair.
determined. Kay JY Enterprises, Legazpi City. Their warehouses are in Tabaco City. No, I don't know whether it's local. I don't also, but it's 25% broke. It must have been important. So if you keep reporting these prices, that means I don't want you to lie also. Anyway, I'll allow you to finish your presentation. Is that the last page?
Sir, yung graph lang po ng pang well-milled rice naman. But, sir, let me explain kung paano yung survey design namin when it comes to price collection, especially sa rice. For NCR, we have 24 areas and 5 stores each. So for each commodity, meaning 120 stores yon on a weekly basis sa NCR in case na makukompleto yun ng collectors namin sa NCR. Now, yung outlets namin, we call them outlets, but they are the stores where we collect the prices. Consistent po kami na yung stores na yun ang pinupuntahan natin. May criteria po kasi kami sinusunod. First is dapat permanent yung store kasi siya yung laging sample namin, siya yung babalikan. Second, siya yung madalas puntahan ng mga tao. And then, at least complete or consistent yung kanyang supply kasi siya nga yung aming regular na babantayan. So, pag meron pong mga suddenly nagbenta ng mas mababa kaysa doon sa tinitinda ng aming sample stores, hindi po namin sila nakukuha kasi hindi namin sila sample. So, in case of kadiwa, actually we discussed this already within ourselves na kung isasama ba namin yung kadiwa. But based on our criteria, kasi that time, mostly ang kadiwa po i-rolling pa lang, nasa rolling store pa lang sila, hindi po kasi namin makukuha yung price kung lagi silang paalis-alis. So, ang idea po kasi is, we determine the change in price that is organic, meaning nagpalit yung price dun sa same store, not because nagpalit kami ng store. Kasi possible po na pag lumipat kami ng ibang store, iba yung price niya. So, hindi po magiging consistent yung movement ng price. So, yun po yung idea nung ginagawa ng price collection because this is specifically for CPI.
But 47 is a price of starvation. Sir.
So for 2025, we plan to include kadiwa pero yung mga permanent stores lang as planned by the government.
So where did you get the wholesale price?
Meron po kaming mga wholesale markets na regular na pinupuntahan. And then pagka nakita po namin na may trading sila doon, yun po yung kinukuha naming prices.
Pero alam mo nung kausa ko, bakit ka ako 37 to? Sabi nila, takot sila. Hindi sila nag-i-stock kasi nga gawa nga ng bagong batas. na pag lumampas sila doon sa normal holding capacity nila, so bumibili lang sila pag alam nila na may bibili. So I mean, nag-order lang sila pag alam nila may bibili. So natatakot sila doon sa bagong batas on the carteling, hoarding, profiteering, and smuggling law on. This is still a source of empirical disequilibrium for me. I don't know, Asis, how do you explain this?
Sir, pwede
Do you want to reconstitute the bus for you?
In practical sense, sir, I will try to explain. Sa isda, may pareho lang po sa isda eh. Kasi sa palengke, halimbawa, 200 ang takbo ng presyo ng bangus. Sanay na yung tao sa 200 na bangus. Sanay na sila ng 150 na presyo ng tilapia. Kung makabili ho ako ng mura na isda, halagang 100, nakita ko nagbebenta yung mga kasabay ko ng 200, hindi ko naman ho ibebenta yun ng 150 eh. Isahabol ko doon sa... Kasi parang nga po yung theory po namin, nakasanayan na po yung presyo na yun. And
But
therefore...
sir, it will not last long. A compartmentalized market, you know, it's still the weight of the total demand and the total supply.
Yeah, sir. But the point that we're trying to say is since we're looking at, in this case, for instance, in the case at hand, where we have an expectation of 6 peso decrease in the price of rice as a result of the tariff reduction.
So how come I can buy rice at 37?
Sir, if you look at the in relation to the one that you mentioned, na yung sa Anti-Economic Sabotage Act, sir, it says in the law that if you...
So it is the retail where the problem is.
I think, sir, nandoon po. At saka din, sir, sa tingin ko, kasi ngayon yung presyo po ng palay, 15 na lang.
Wag na muna yan, sir. Mag-usapan muna natin yung nandito sa harap. I mean, basically the report, which shows that wholesale is 47 and the retail is 53.
Sir, pero po may 3 layers po kasi yung bago magpunta sa retail eh. Meron kayong, sir, example lang po, yung nakita po namin last time during our meeting. So meron pong, halimbawa, meron po kasing wholesale po na nanggagaling sa importer. May bibili po sa kanya yung dealer. Wholesale din po yon. Yung dealer po dadalhin sa retailer. So medyo kung titingnan po namin, hindi naman po siya isang pasa lang. When we talk about retail, normally, hindi ho yun from the source. May dinadaanan pa pong iba eh. Kaya ho siguro yung chain pa has to be addressed. The shorter the chain, therefore, like, kung bumili po kayo sa rice mill, sir, 37, posible po yun. Pero kung bumili
No,
po
it's
kayo...
not, it's not posible. Sir, nangyari.
Opo, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yun po yung mangyayari. Pero kung bibili po tayo sa...
I've been buying rice at 37 since December till now. Since yesterday, I bought again. Because my entire coastal area and all my islands are starving because they cannot go out to shore. Because of the rains, because of the
likely,
gale
sir.
warning. We've been
Most
under gale warning for 47 days.
Most likely, sir, baka po local rice yun.
Anyway, can I just go to Kadiwa? Sino ba yung kasama ni Speaker tsaka ni Inberga na pumunta sa Bulacan? Sino sa DA? Sa Bulacan. Yung nagsabi ka na di ka makapresent dahil nandun ka na sa Bulacan.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Anyway, I was with Congressman Toto Swansing, and I was with Congresswoman Janet Garin. But just to give a little perspective on the meeting, Mr. Chair, what transpired there is that we tried to trace the supply chain. So it was then justified by a few of the importers. If I may ask, Mr. Chair, is Ms. Weng Sadicon here? So I think ang naunawaan din po natin doon, Mr. Chair, is that as expressed earlier by one of the rice importers in the previous meetings, sabi po nila na sila po ay ang mga importers will make a markup of about 2 pesos. It will be passed on to a wholesaler, again, with a markup of 2 pesos, passed on to a dealer na meron pong markup na another 2 pesos, and the retailers, pumapatong po ng 5 pesos. So napakalaki po so halos 11 pesos na po mula sa wholesale price na So this is something I think that the committee will have to address, the supply chain. With that, I hope that the Department of Agriculture, with all its commodities, can we please submit to us a supply chain analysis of every commodity para at least maintindihan natin yung problema ng lahat. So yun, Mr. Chair, yung nangyari po doon, and I think probably later on from our importers who are invited today, baka pwede pa tayong malinawan. And I know we have retailers also here. So we could address. And we do not want to put the blame, I don't want to put the blame, Mr. Chair, dun sa mga retailers naman. Because sa kanilang side naman is that they are also incurring high costs, ano? So nagtataas po yung pwesto nila sa kanilang palengke. At meron din po silang charges, I think, incurred na may ticket po sinisingil din ng mga local government units on a daily basis. So these are things that I think DA, DTI, and I think with the stakeholders, the various sectors, dapat hopefully, Yusek Asis, we can work on this, ano, na ma-downsize natin yung supply chain. So I think, Mr. Chair, dun sa query ninyo, kung nabilihan po natin is a wholesaler, mura po talaga, pero yung across, baka po market masters, dumadaan pa po sa market masters, meron pang additional cost pa po dun sa mga market masters. So, again, I hope, Mr. Chair, I gave some enlightenment ano, dun sa ilan sa mga na-pick up po natin na mga observations sa mga pangyayari po sa presyo. Medyo nagkakaroon po tayo ng konting understanding po dito. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair. Very short. Yeah.
Chair, please.
Yeah. Mr. Chair, upfront would like to submit the opening statement of our Chair Vergara, to
Okay,
the committee. And secondly, Mr. Chair, would I just like to ask the DA or NFA if they do agree with the prices, the findings of PSA?
For Metro Manila, sir, we're doing price monitoring of price. Yung nakita ho namin, mas maganda yung numbers na nakita namin sa pagbaba. Kasi we have more...
No, the question is very simple, Yusek. Do you agree with the findings of the prices of that PSA just present? We go back to the data ba? Do you agree?
For Metro Manila, sir, may discrepancy po kami nakita. Mas mababa po yung nakikita naming numbers dito.
Sa NFA, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, kung sa amin pong computation based on our cost ng pagbili ng palay up to na milling, ang presyo po niya nasa 47 to 48. Well-milled rice.
What's that? Wholesale, retail?
Iba po kayong, kasi yung sa amin, kaya ibenta po namin ng ilan sako sa DSWD or sa it's the same price. Direct cost po yun.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, the question was very simple. Do they agree with the pricing of PSA?
I don't have the expertise to say kung tama yung presyo na nakuha nila.
May we know if the 102 drop-off points of PSA,
Pick up.
I think a point of PPSA, alam ba ng DA kung sino yung pick-up points yun? Kasi mga permanent stores to, di ba?
Yes, sir. Sa ngayon, hindi po alam ng DA kung sino yung sample stores namin. But going back dun sa price po, yung sa NCR po, ang regular milled rice in December 2024 is 44.94. Kasi national po yung pinakita ko kanina na 48.81 yung regular milled. But for NCR, it's still it's lower, 44.94. And yung well-milled rice is 52.49 on the average.
I'll follow this up later, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Ano ibig sabihin ng well-milled? Is that equivalent to what? A 5%, 25% broken? 25%? 5% broken? Is that already your definition of a well-milled rice, sir? Asis? May I just recognize Congressman Briones, of course, a stalwart of agriculture, Congressman Arman Panaligan of Oriental Mindoro, and Congressman Steve Chong Solon, Lone District of Sarangani. Yes, sir? PSA, yun din ba ang definition nyo ng well-milled? 5% broken?
Sir, we depend on the definition provided by the Philippine Standard Grain Classification. And in terms of price collection, nakadepende lang po kami doon sa price tag. Pag nakalagay po na well-milled, yun po yung kinukuha namin. We assume na yun po yung well-milled.
Sir, what is the document that guides you?
Sir, ito meron po kaming implementing guidelines sa Memorandum Circular of the DA. Ito po yung October 2018 number po ito ng NFA. Ang regular milled po is 20 to 40% broken.
20 to 40?
Yes, sir. Ang well-milled po is 20% broken or less. And then yung premium grade po is 5% broken.
So it's not 5%.
It's well-milled is 20%, up to 20%. Between 6 point, it's a range. Well-milled pa rin po yan.
Jet, what is the difference between 20 and 25% broken?
Between 6 point, it's a range. Well-milled pa rin po yan.
Jet, what is the difference between 20 and 25% broken?
Declaration for us, Your Honor, it's usually just 25.
And 5.
And 5. I'll have to check if there are declarations of 20% broken. That might be already a...
I never saw a BOC declaration of 20%.
well, yes, sir. I'll check, sir. That might be already product of mixture in the local market already. But as far as importation is concerned, our data merely shows a 5%, 25%, and a wholly broken variant, Your Honor.
The next, I think, may call on Kadiwa. Kayo yung second solution ng DA eh. Yung unang solution is takutin yung mga importer. Pero pagdating sa retailer, hindi man natakot. Eh, ikaw dapat ang panangga namin sana kung marami. Kaso ilan lang kayo? 400 lang kayo? Ilan bang umiikot-ikot na Kadiwa ngayon?
Currently, Mr. Chair, good morning. So currently, meron po tayong 42 Kadiwa centers.
Sus Mariosep, so wala talaga yan.
At the same time po, meron tayong sa NIA na Kadiwa natin na nagbebenta rin po.
Ano pangalan?
NIA po.
NIA Kadiwa. Ito naman yung solusyon.
Mas marami sila, Chair, 67
Ito
sila.
yung naka-contract farming.
Opo. Tapos meron po tayo ngayon na 22 na sa
Sino
mga markets.
nandito for NIA? Sir, magkano ba yung budget nyo for contract farming?
Mr. Chair, 100 million na lang po.
Diyos ko. We're talking about a 450 billion industry. Rice. And yours is how much is your budget for AMAS?
Nasa 80 million lang po.
80
Pero
million.
kasama na po doon lahat yung...
80 million. AMAS. Mia? Don't you think
100 million po.
high rice prices should be considered as a basis for a declaration of emergency? May first call on PSA. Do you have a comparative analysis of the rice prices across the world? Wag Google I can Google it now.
Again, sir?
Do you have a comparative prices of rice prices globally or at least regionally?
Sir, I have to check with our records. Wala po kasi akong hawak na record niyan. But
Can
I
you
think-
do it?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Dago.
No.
Ay, Congressman Cruz.
Thank you. Yung Bulacan importers so approached me actually last week. They're offering to sell at 40 pesos. These are well-milled rice. At supposed to be, they'll start in my district on a barangay level. So, meron lang limitation as to the maximum, which is about 5 kilos. But then again, unlimited yung supply. That is what they offered to me.
So obviously so now let's go. We've started with the importers and obviously the importers. May wholesaler ba tayo ngayon dito? Then we go to the retailers. Naku, Stephen, ba't ka pumunta dito? How can I ask the right question to my classmate?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. I was invited, that's why I'm here. You're asking why I'm here?
I should have known.
Mr. Chair.
Yes. Castro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kasi, syempre gusto natin magkaroon ng solusyon doon sa pagtaas ng presyo, particularly yung bigas. At ito nga, parang nainggit yung, yung kamatis, yung pepper, alam naman natin ng Pasko. Alam niyo po ba yung ganong kaliit na pepper, 38 pesos, na ihahalo ko sana sa minudo ko. Hindi ko na binili dahil sa mahal, no? Sili, 1,000 per kilo. Yung pepper, 1,000 per kilo din. So talagang, kailangan na talaga natin, tama ka Mr. Chair, baka kailangan natin ng emergency, hindi power emergency action kaugnay dito sa problema natin ng bigas. Kasi ang sinasabi ng DA, Mr. Chair, eto, merong 58 ba na maximum suggested retail price? Ano ba yung naging, doon? Bakit ba nagkaroon ng ganong suggestion? No? Or 58? Pwede bang malaman ano yung naging resulta nito, Mr. Chair? Yung sinasabing maximum na retail price o yung essentially yung price cap. Hindi ba magbubunga ito ng more ng pagsasamantala? Kasi kung nakikita niyo po sa merkado, ang average naman ang maximum naman hindi naman talaga nagiging 58 or 60. No, mas mababa pa doon yung maximum average ng pagbebenta ng bigas. Siguro sa magandang klase ng mga bigas. So tanong ko nga ang DA, Mr. Chair, bakit kayo nagkaroon ng ganon at ano ba yung naging findings ninyo dito sa naging solution nila, Mr. Chair?
Aziz, since you're the head of delegation.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. If I may. Ngayon po, as I mentioned to you, Mr. Chair, meron po kaming sariling price monitoring sa NCR. At nakita namin po, may mga presyo na 62, 60. So, yung pong maximum retail price is a kind of a number, a starting number, sa dahan-dahan na pagbaba. Kasi po, example, parang nangyari po dyan, tiningnan po namin kung ano po yung, kasi dalawa pong klase, meron po tayong well-milled na branded, tsaka meron po, at saka iba-ibang brand. So nakikita niyo yung Coco Pandan, iba-ibang mga brand na nasa palengke. May mga 60, 62 po yon. So sabi po ang napag-usapan po namin doon ay hahanapin natin yung puhunan tapos we add around 8 to 12 pesos markup based on the imported landed cost po. And then yun po yung maximum dapat na makikita natin. But we are also monitoring yung price po ng bigas na bumababa po ngayon. So that can change depending on our monitoring. Bali, yung pong base price landed cost plus a reasonable, markup, yun po yung basis for identifying yung 58.
Well, Mr. Chair, no, tingin ko nagkaroon nagkaroon ng confusion at nagkaroon ng pagsasamantala kasi nga bumababa na nga yung presyo noong bigas. 'Di ba? Kung magpipeg tayo ng 58 na maximum suggested retail price. So kahit na kinuha ko ng mura 'yon, may ano ko yun ng 58. Well, yung sinasabi niyo Coco Pandan, familiar ako diyan kasi minsan ginagamit namin 'yan. 55 po yung maximum. Kahit na retail price, 55. Kaya kung sinasabi niyo 58 yung maximum, so ibig sabihin nun, pwedeng gawin ng retailer na 58 yun, samantalang pwede niyang ibaba ng 55 kung may mga ganyan kayong mga suggestion or suggested retail price maximum. Kasi hahabulin ng manininda yun ng mga retail price yung sinasabi ninyo. Kaya po parang Mr. Chair, hindi tingin ko solusyon yung sinasabi ninyong mga cap na yan or maximum retail price, Mr. Chair.
Okay,
so
Aziz?
Ma'am, Mr. Chair, kasi po sa monitoring namin, meron pong 64, 62. Yun po yung actual na tumatakbo sa palengke.
Well, Mr. Chair, ang pinag-usapan natin dito, yung common, yung regular milled rice, premium kasi yung sinasabi niyo, hindi po yan inaabot ng mga mahihirap. Premium rice po yung sinasabi niyong 62, 64. Kaya, Mr. Chair, kung mas mataas ang target or mas mataas yung nakikita natin, well, ang makikita natin, i-average yan depende doon sa nakikita ninyong maximum, 60, 62.
Pagbigyan muna natin
So,
siya.
Mr. Chair,
Patapusin lang natin.
hindi, kasi tinatanong ko lang po, yung 62, 60, ano po ba yan? Premium o yung regular milled rice? At tinatanong ko kasi, yung regular milled rice na kinoconsume ng mas maraming mga mahirap.
If you will allow me to explain. Kasi po, yung basis nga po nung maximum suggested retail price is what you find now in the market where you have 60, 62, and 64. So if you peg a price na dapat wala kami makikita na more than 64, whether it is the highest price, as you mentioned, yung premium, then lahat po sasama sa pagbaba. Kasi kung halimbawa, yung premium rice is already priced at 58, yung pinakamahal. Siyempre po, wala pong, yung pong mas mababa ang kalidad nun, naturally, bababa po yun. Kasi otherwise, bibili ako ng 58 na premium. I mean, that's how the market will play. And so, at this time po, dahil wala naman po tayong, and the other options that we have, which we already considered under the Price Act, is to set up, probably,
An SRP.
that's the MSRP, sir, yung ginagawa po namin ngayon. Pero yung lalagay na po namin, price ceiling na, based naman on unreasonable prices.
So you're considering a price ceiling?
That is within the provisions of the Price Act.
Does your department have the technocratic capacity to grade the rice so you can set up those price ceilings?
When we look at the numbers, sir, kasi medyo obvious ng konti dahil example, bumaba ang taripa ng 6 na piso. So theoretically, bababa
7 binaba. Tapos ngayon, $475.
Tapos bumaba po yung price sa world market. So nakita namin na just with these two numbers alone, we're looking at 850 ang ibinaba ng presyo dapat sa landed cost. So based on that, kung bumaba na yung presyo po ng mga 850, tapos pareho pa rin po yung retail, edi we can theoretically conclude that the price in the retail market seems unreasonable. And therefore, that's an option that is being considered. Pero ngayon, hindi pa po natin ginagawa yun. Gumamit lang po tayo nung sinasabi natin na suggested retail price. If the retailers will follow that, and then again, we monitor ano na yung takbo sa world prices, we can even go down to, say, 56 later on.
Taas pa niya.
Sir, and then, kasi ang option natin
56,
is to...
alam mo ilan magugutom?
But sir, that's for the premium rice. Therefore, ang theory po, sir, is pag meron ng cap yung premium, susunod yung nandun sa regular meal, bababa rin yun. Yun po yung theory. Yan.
Mr. Chair.
Anyway,
Mr. Chair.